Good morning. We are in the season of Lent. Today, however, I thought we would take a little bit of a detour, and we're going to be exploring the Old Testament instead of the John passage for today. It was quite a long John passage, and it's an amazing John passage. In some ways, it preaches itself. So I'm going to be preaching on something different. We're actually going to be hearing a sermon that I preached while I was in Vienna. And the reason why is simply because I just didn't have as much time as I thought I would need to do an adequate sermon for you for this morning. But this is a good sermon, and it's a little unusual, but it's on a great passage, Nehemiah 2, 11 through 20. We're going to read it with me, and then we're going to see that sermon. So I came to Jerusalem, this is Nehemiah, and was there for 3 days. Then I got up during the night, I and a few men with me. I told no one what my God had put into my heart to do for Jerusalem. The only animal I took was the animal I rode. I went out by night by the valley gate, past the dragon's spring and the dung gate, and I inspected the walls of Jerusalem that had been broken down, and its gates had been destroyed by fire. Then I went onto the fountain gate and to the king's pool. But there was no place for the animal I was riding to continue. So I went up by way of the valley by night and inspected the wall. Then I turned back and entered the valley gate, and so returned. And the officials did not know where I had gone, or what I was doing. I had not yet told the Jews, the priests, the nobles, the officials, and the rest that were to do the work. Then I said to them, "You see, the trouble we are in, how Jerusalem lies in ruins with its gates burned, come, let us rebuild the walls of Jerusalem, so that we may no longer suffer disgrace." I told them that the hand of my God had been gracious upon me, and also the words that the king had spoken to me. Then they said, "Let us start building." So they committed themselves to the common good. But when Sanballat the Horite, and Tobiah the Ammonite official, and Geshem the Arab heard of it, they mocked and ridiculed us, saying, "What is this that you are doing? Are you rebelling against the king?" Then I replied to them, "The God of heaven is the one who will give us success, and we, his servants, are going to start building. But you have no share or claim or historic right in Jerusalem." This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Before the sermon starts, just to note that it was filmed in Vienna. I am a bit younger and a bit thinner.